Hello everyone, my name is Christian, and in today's video I'll be going over how to rank up from Emerald and honestly any rank. So, I'm gonna be honest, I have a script written out, but honestly it's a bunch of yap, so I'm going to do this the same way I do all my other videos that are educational and cut the bullshit. First things first, if you are not able to rank up to champ, you're either not playing the game enough, or your hidden elo's too low, or you are not very good. So the very first thing I'm going to explain is how ranked works in this current state. This is called rank 2.0 commonly. And what it basically dictates is that to get to champ, you need to have a positive win rate, pretty much, like 60%-ish, and you need to play the game a lot. Now, obviously, if I currently show you guys my ranked history, it looks like shit, frankly, and I don't disagree, but 13 games played, bronze, because in 13 games, if you, for example, win 8, lose 5, you rank up, about 8 ranks, right? But if you play more games, you rank up more, right? 12 games, bronze 3. Play more, M3. Play more, Diamond 1, right? Now, obviously, I don't play ranked. Like, look at Deep Freeze. I was playing a lot. I just don't play a lot of ranked. It's not very fun. But, when I do, like last season, you can easily get a fairly high rank, right? If I actually want to, like, play a little more, I probably could have gotten champ. I just didn't really care at that point. So, what I'm going to explain is that your hidden elo kind of dictates what you play against and how much elo you get. So, for example, I'm about, like, I was at 44, 52, but I started, not gaining 100 elo per game around Emerald, meaning my hidden elo is about 3,500, right? And once you get past a certain point, you start getting 8 elo per game, which is, where I was at with last season. So I was getting like 8 elo per game and losing 34 per game, so I was gaining less than I was losing. And that's because of the hidden elo, meaning I'm playing against people who should be M3, and obviously I am better than them. You can see his KD wise and shit. But because I haven't played ranked in so long, my hidden elo was very low. Because before this, I wasn't playing a lot of ranked either. I remember, can't really see ranked 1.0 stats, but Demon Veil, last ranked 1.0 season, I solo queued to Diamond 1 with a 1.4. 4,500 elo, or like 4,400 elo. So that's the last time I played ranked, but with the way rank resets, point is hidden elo kind of will dictate how much you gain. So what I'm trying to say with that is, do not get frustrated at yourself for not reaching a certain elo or certain rank, because honestly half the time it's probably not your fault. Like, I played 138 games. If I just played more, I probably would have gone champ, but if you're not someone who really plays a lot of games, you shouldn't expect yourself to get champ, because frankly it's unrealistic with the current system. Now, if you are straight up just not winning games, if your win rate is negative, right, and you're not like high KD, which I hate to use KD as an example, but in ranked, KD is actually important. If you have a 0.9 KD in ranked, unfortunately you suck. Now, it's ironic because my teammate has a 0.9 in rank, but he's also played like 3 games this season, so, makes sense, right? But most of the time, if you have a negative KD in ranked, that's because you cannot hit your shots, or you don't know what you're doing. So I'm gonna go over how to actually improve so that you can rank up to any rank, because as I said, it does not matter what rank you start at. To rank up, it's going to be the same for every single rank. simply because right now it all depends on hidden elo, and you're going to be playing against the same difficulty of opponents. So your main goal is to have a positive win rate, meaning you have to be better than everyone in your hidden elo. To do that, you need to improve further ahead than everyone in your hidden elo. So, without further ado, let me explain the 4 pillars that you actually need to improve. So, the 4, just to list it off, would be knowledge, mechanics, game sense, and your mental. Like I said, I had a script that I was going to read, and it's a shit ton of yap. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's a lot of things that, honestly, are saying things you don't need to know. As for knowledge, you just need to know the maps, and you need to know them well. Not just where the rooms are, but callouts within rooms. For example, in Cigar Lounge on Cafe Top Floor, there are 3 callouts. There's the Tuck, there's J-Desk, and there's Humidor. So knowing every single little callout is going to be very helpful. You also want to know all the default vertical spots. Now, obviously that's something that comes with time, if you play the game a lot, but my cheat code is honestly just watch Pro League. Like, I did not have good knowledge of the game, simply because I did not watch any single guide video, any single video on how to improve when I was starting out, because I wanted to learn the game by myself. Yeah, that was a dumb idea, because I didn't even know I didn't even know the maps until I got around 1,000 hours in the game, so don't be like me. In maps, you should not just know the name of the rooms, but also the actual verts, the actual things you can do in that room, the default setups, right? I'm going to use a pretty common example. I'm going to be honest, I did not warm up. I'm not wearing a sleeve. My sense is way too low for this, so I'm going to probably look like a noob right now, and I really could care less, because that's not the point of this right now. So, for example, in kitchen, hatch is always going to get reinforced. Sometimes you'll have verts above in logi, meaning you have to go outside, open up the hatch, clear out logi, and then you can get the hatch here, and then to get verts so that they can't, impact trick, right? You get verts usually in this corner, in this corner. You gotta get verts over here for middle armory, right? You wanna get usually like 2, buck, right, or ram. Get some wide verts, make sure they're not anywhere here. And then you usually get one up top here, and one in this corner here. And then you want to get verts, just this is kind of considered default. Now, obviously, a lot of people don't know this, but this is what I mean by map knowledge. I don't mean oh, hey, you know what a room is in the callout, but you need to know what the common setups are going to be, what the common angles are for verts, right? You want to know where you should get things going, right? Here, there's usually going to be a rotate, so you can shoot out the top here and get an angle into your armory. Or you can get this and nade right into sight, right? So, and then you get a vert here, so you get a deep angle without trying, right? So, all this knowledge is just for attacking basement and just using one little area. Imagine having this knowledge on moto, right? Once you get moto hatch open, normally you can if you are able to do things like this, you are going to completely outsmart anyone who plays ranked and just runs around like an ape, being like, oh, I'm bolo, pre-firing everything, because someone runs up, tries to run to the hallway like a retard to swing you, you just shoot him, right? So, that's just an example. Now, next thing I want to go over is mechanics. I define mechanics differently than some people. I think a lot of people are just like, mechanics means high KD. No, not really. Movement, aim, positioning, and timing. Obviously, my aim is going to be shit because, like I said, I didn't warm up. And probably my movement as well, because I'm just not, I'm leaned back in my chair right now. But as for movement, yeah, they're quick peek, right? But it's just cheat code, right? Because I'm not gonna tell you guys how to do the bolo lean, because that doesn't work, and that's the worst. That's not good anymore. you either cycle peek like that, right? Or I'm better with the other way. Some people maybe lean better into one way than the other, right? Or I can do it. Oh well, or I can do it ADS, right? But no, the other way is to just CS go strafe. Like, it's that simple. Because on LAN, which obviously a lot of the viewer base isn't going to be playing LAN, it's better to CS go strafe because you can see everything when like someone quick peeks you on LAN. Because like, you know, the game is just going to be more responsive, right? So like you'll be able to see everything. There's no ghosting. So yeah, just strafe peeking is fine. A lot of people think it's like a noob thing, but honestly it works. And then you're faster while hip fired, so you can like strafe someone real quick. And then what happens is if they shoot, don't peek into the bullets, just wait for them to like empty out their magazine and crouch, right? Or like if someone's holding a pixel, you run across and retake it, right? You know, stuff like that. That's kind of like gunfight knowledge. Like, in mechanics, you need to have good timing and good positioning. And that's my next points. But movement is important, aim is important. I'm not gonna, like, go and sit here and talk about aim, because, honestly, aim training is how you're gonna improve aim the fastest. People shit on aim training. Obviously, my aim's gonna look like shit right now, because, like, you know, I didn't, warm up, and we're, like, my mouse is currently charging, etc. Like, I'm, you know... But point is, aim training is the way. Also, like, see this, like, this pixel angle? If you know someone's gonna hold it, run across, free fire, right? That's positioning, that's timing, etc. Positioning, you just want to think, how can you position yourself in every opportunity where you're an advantage? If someone swings this door, and you're, like, close tucked, they have an advantage because you're in a default spot. If you're sitting here like an idiot, no one's gonna expect it, they swing, you can probably kill them. You probably shouldn't be in moto. Could be holding like this. This gonna get you in a decent advantage, but then you can get shot from the common footholes here. So just always position yourself in a way where you're going to have an advantage. Every gunfight you take should be a 60-40 in your advantage. Now, obviously, that's not going to be the case all the time, but you should strive to make it as close to being a 60-40 for yourself as possible. You know, as I said, positioning. Right, we got that. Aim, like I said, I can make a whole video about aim training. If you're interested in that, let me know, by the way, in the comments. I'd love to make a video on aim training because I fucking love it. Movement, you know, hold to crouch is a little better because you can, like, peek faster, right? You can be more responsive. Hold to lean is technically better, but honestly, like, I'm too lazy to do hold to lean. It's got a higher ceiling, but it's a lot harder to do in the current meta because of how you have to lean, right? Doing this is a lot harder on hold to lean, but if you can do it, you can do it faster. Just make sure you're, like, not overdoing it and you're calm. A lot of the time, the thing with aim is people try to, like, be too hard to be like, Bo, like, like, just be normal, just like hold an angle, okay, you got it, right? Like, just, you don't have to be flashy. A lot of these good players, and myself included, like, I like to play flashy because it looks good, but it probably gets me killed more than I, you know, should, so don't play flashy if you don't want to or can't. Like, it's better to just actually be consistent. Timing is the last thing of mechanics. That's just like, listen to sound, bro. Like, if you hear someone's reloading, swing them. If you hear that someone's, like, crouched, aim crouch level. If someone's, like, prone, you prone. Think about psychology, right? The game at the current moment is honestly more psychological than it's ever been. If someone would expect you to peek something, don't. If someone doesn't expect you to peek it, peek it. Just play, like, unexpected, catch people off guard, have weird timings, make it impossible for people to know what you're doing. Position yourself well. Like, it's all psychology, and people will get pissed at you and call you a bot, but if you're winning the gunfights, who cares? Right? So, you know, that's all that really matters there in terms of mechanics. Now, like I said, I didn't finish the script for Game Sense and Mental because honestly, if I write a script, it's just gonna be a little useless. When it comes to Game Sense, I'm gonna be honest, that comes down to hours. If you have so many hours that you've seen, like for example, I have 5,500 hours, 2,000 of which are in scrims against, like, teams, like coordinated 5-stacks, like, you know, Challenger League, etc. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna know exactly every possible way to attack basement on Clubhouse, and if I'm on defense, right, like if I'm sitting here, I'm gonna know what's gonna happen before they even do it, simply based off intuition slash like I don't have to actively think. Now obviously when you're learning, you need to actively thinking like, okay, he's stock, he's probably gonna go down oil pit or blue stairs. Usually the oil pit's guy's gonna push first, right? Like you gotta think it through. But if you have good game sense, you're like, okay, they just open up stock. Is there one oil pit? No? Okay. I can probably catch this guy off guard if I crouch walk up, and then like, boom, you get a kill, and then you fall back, right? Like, game sense is just like, okay, can you read the opponents well? Do you have a good intuition? Or are you like, okay, random wall bang because I feel like there's gonna be a guy here, and a lot of time you can't explain it, but usually it's because your brain kind of subconsciously knows that if you play around on this site this long, around this time of the round, people are going to be in this, like, in moto, right? So you're just wallbang it randomly, etc. Like, all of it comes down to how much you play, and your game sense will improve. I don't know the science behind game sense. Some people see it as different things. Personally, I just think it's like experience mixed with intelligence. If you're just like a genuinely smart human being and you have good experience in the game, like a lot of hours, you're gonna have good game sense. Now obviously you can have good game sense without being intelligent. If you don't have good game sense, you might be a genius. You might be like Albert Einstein and just not good at video games or something. I don't know, but point is, if you just play the game enough, your game sense is gonna improve, and you need to play the game a fuck ton to rank up anyways, so might as well, right? Now, the last thing, and probably the most important thing I'm talking about, is mental. Mental is probably the most important thing when it comes to Siege, because, like, listen, I'm level 382. I have 5,500 hours on this account, more on other accounts. I probably have like 7,000 hours in total. You know, Diamond 1, 138 games played. I can't play more than that. I'll go insane. And that's kind of my point. Do not push yourself to hit a rank just because it's a rank. It really doesn't matter. Focus on improving. Focus on playing the game and getting to a level where you are comfortable. Like, you know, I hit Diamond 1, 1.52 KD. I don't care. Like, I don't care. I'm bronze this season. I don't care about hitting diamond. I know I'm, you know, better than half the diamonds I've played against. We scrim against champs, and I drop like 19 kills against them. Like, it's not really relevant to me personally, because I just don't care. It's, you know, every person's gonna be different. Very known that rank doesn't matter, and you should not put as much emphasis on it. Now, obviously, if you're watching a video on how to rank up, me saying that is not going to change your mind. Just make sure you're calm. Make sure you're not, like, losing your shit over a video game. You know, make sure that you're actually having fun and enjoying it. Make sure that you are, you know, like, calm. Another important thing is, at the end of the day, you have to expect that literally everybody, like, if you're a solo queue, by the way, you have to expect literally everyone does not know how to play the game nor hold a mouse and keyboard. Everyone is ass. You are the only good person in the lobby, and you have to unironically believe that and be completely okay with it, because half the time it's going to feel like that. You give callouts, you never get any callouts in return. You'll be dropping 10 kills every game. Everyone else will drop like 2. Like, it's going to suck. And you need to be ready for that, and you need to stay calm and not get mad at your teammates for that, because frankly, not much you know, it's not gonna help them to yell at them and talk shit, and it's gonna make you seem like a little bit of a whiny loser. So, you just simply gotta, you know, deal with it at the end of the day. Because that's gonna ruin your reputation. Nobody wants to play with a little Mulder, right? Nobody wants to play with someone who, like, makes you not enjoy the game. So, don't be that guy. Just make sure you have a good mental, because that's the most important thing in the game. You're playing a video game at the end of the day. If you're not making money off of it, it's never that deep. So, make sure you maintain a good mental, because if you don't, there's absolutely no fucking way you're going to be able to play any amount of games. Like, I played 138 games. Bro, there are Pro League players, like, I don't even know, like, my teammate probably has more games than me. That's like a random teammate. KD, wow. That's not, okay. Moving on. I mean, there are people who have played so many games. Like, I don't know who this guy, oh, Zowie, that's a Pro League player in Japan. Like, look at this guy's. This guy played 600 matches. You think you can do that if you get tilted every game? No. You need to stay calm and have the best mental out there to do this shit. Because even if you play like 184, you can get champ. Like, you just need to keep playing and have a high win rate. That's all it is. Have a positive win rate as high as possible. Do anything you can to win. That's not cheats, obviously. And just play the game a lot, and you're fine. But for that, you, like I said, mental. Very important to have a good mental and a good mentality to the game. Do not have an ego. Always be eager to learn more. Stay humble. Whatever you do not get an ego, because you are going to troll yourself. You're not going to progress. It's going to suck. I've been there before. Would never recommend it to anyone. And with that said, I got nothing else. If you want good educational content, that's straight up, straightforward. Make sure to subscribe. Let me know in the comments what kind of video you want to see next. I have a video on what settings are better for more people coming out soon, probably in 2 weeks. So stay tuned for that. And without further ado, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.